Legend continues. The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers, who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
Field today. Ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's hunt. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from him. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm calling you step on the field, man. That's who I am. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You had no work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
All right, no, this game is not over. In fact, we're just getting back in the building after the fire drill or whatever it was. So I'm back. I feel like Jack Easterby, who has a burner account, by the way. I got to tell you that story. But I feel like Jack Easterby didn't like me talking about Deshaun and came through and pulled that fire alarm. I ain't saying he did, but I ain't saying he didn't either. I ain't accusing him, but I'm just saying I don't know. Real quick, my guy Patrick Creighton. From ESPN 97.5, one of the only dudes I like over there. Ain't many I like over there. Has been going back and forth with some dude named, if you're on Twitter, check out at John C. like Charlie Prepper 98. John, John, C like Charlie, P like Paul, REPPER 98. Check out that Twitter account. And what's crazy is Pat Creighton put out all the receipts. He put out all the screenshots of what this dude was saying in his DMs. And where it picks up at 6:04 p.m., it says, "Do not call me Jack again." This is JC Prepper 98. And he says, "Or what, Jack?" And he says, "It's a privilege, not a right, to have the audience that you have, especially in a city that loves football the way that Houston does." And Pat comes back and says, "Part of what that privilege is exposing fakes and liars like yourself." He says, "Use your real account and stop being a loser." And he says, "How does it feel to have the entire city hate you, Jack?" Now, the guy just said, "Stop calling me Jack," right? Guess what this guy does? He responds. He says, "When the truth is on your side, you do not have to worry about the numbers against you. The only thing left to do is just to show the truth to the others." That's Jack Easterby. That is Jack Easterby's burner account going back and forth with one of my colleagues over on ESPN 97.5. You can't tell me that's not Jack Easterby. I mean, there are tons more messages. Tons more messages. And then here we go. Watch this. Pat said that the fans hate you. The team hates you. Everyone who was put on the operations team before you arrived hates you. You are a disgrace and a coward. Use your real account and act like a man for once. You would think if this guy was not Jack Easterby, he would say, listen, my real name is blah, 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 blah. I'm not Jack Easterby. I am using my real account. Guess what this guy says? He says, ask yourself this question. What is it that causes fans disgust? When did it start? Who is the true manipulator of the situation? I can tell you that there is not a single member of the Texans organization that is not trying to do what is best for the Texans. That's Jack Easterby. Nobody answers, no fan in their right out of their mind self would answer a question like that from a media person, a radio personality. No one. Fan stands for fanatic. Fans stand for fanatic. A fanatic would have been like, oh, forget you, loser. You got a horrible show. You're fat. Your hairline is receding. Your mama. That's what fans say. NFL executive personnel say, ask yourself what is the cause of the fans' disgust. When did it start? Who is trying to manipulate the situation? I can tell you that there is not a single member of the Texans organization that is not trying to do what is best for the Texans. Yep, Jack Easterby. I will take a lie detector test. That is Jack Easterby. I will risk libel and slander. Hold on, where's the disclaimer? Hang on. Wait. Open. Okay, hang on. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Y'all wait. Listen. Wait.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
All right, now that I got that out of the way, I will take a lie detector test and promise you I will pass that when they say, do you believe that that's Jack Easterby? Yep. Yep. Are you allowed to say yep on lie detector tests? Yep. Just yes or no, sir. Yep. Do you believe in the Easter Bunny? Yep. He's right there at Kirby and Fannin upstairs, executive offices. Fans don't talk like that. Wait a minute. Hold on. It gets even better. And then I got to take a break. He says, take the names out of the situation. Portray the situation without your own biases of the parties involved. The Texans had a difficult season, sure, but what did the Texans do this offseason? What changes were made? That's Jack Easterby. That is Jack Easterby. I can take a break. I got more receipts. Pat Creighton went off on him. I wish I could get Pat on the show. Pat Creighton went off on him. We'll be right back right after this on the show.
Are you looking for a tax company that will get you the maximum credits and deductions, or a tax company that can get you a same-day loan up to $9,500? Well, Global One Tax Services on 6002 Antoine Drive is the tax company that is dedicated to getting you your maximum refund. Call us for an appointment or for our mobile services. That's right, Global One Tax is now mobile. Now, you don't have to leave your home. Call 281-377-5565. That's 281-377-5565. Get your full return. You deserve it. You've earned it. Global One Tax Services. Get ready. Get set. Go global.
Hi, I'm Linda J. I recently purchased 4 new tires from OMG Tires and More, located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen. TK got me in and out in less than 30 minutes. While there, I got my car washed. Do you need rims for your car? OMG has them too. OMG Tires and More is your one-stop shop for all your tire needs. So give them a call at 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen on the north side.
Here's an important COVID-19 school system update for your local area. If you're concerned about your child's education, please pay close attention to this message. The current school systems were not set up for at-home learning. If you're worried that your child may not be getting the grades they need to get ahead, maybe losing self-confidence, or you're worried about them getting into a good college because of their grades, help is available to you. Call Grade Potential Tutoring. They can help with in-home or online tutoring and help your child with any subject and every grade level, even for test prep. They're experts in the home tutoring and online tutoring field and confident they can help you and your child get better grades today. Call now for your free consultation.
Ready to bless me out.
800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. That's 800-580-7680.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Two radio stations in one.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. You've got to remember to do your testing, and you always need to be sticking your fingers. The new way to live your life with diabetes is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body, and it continuously monitors your glucose levels, helping you spend more time in range and freeing you from painful finger pricks. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day, or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call U.S. Medical Supply today for a free benefits check. We offer free shipping, 90-day supplies, and we bill Medicare or your insurance directly. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-633-1378. 800-633-1378. 800-633-1378. That's 800-633-1378.
Let's be honest, wheelchairs are heavy, bulky, and ugly. If you carry a wheelchair in your car to take care of a loved one, you know how hard it is getting that clunky, old-style wheelchair in and out of your car. Introducing the Feather Chair Wheelchair. At 13 pounds, it's the world's lightest wheelchair. It folds in seconds and fits neatly in your trunk, backseat, or closet, so you can take it everywhere. And it's only available right here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair. The world's lightest wheelchair is just $4.99 with easy payments as low as $16 a month. Sorry, no Medicare or insurance accepted. So call right now to order yours.
800-262-4690. 800-262-4690. 800-262-4690. That's 800-262-4690.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me show right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 AM, and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
My name is Devon McDonald from Jamaica, play with Indianapolis Colts, and you listen to the lunch break.
All right, y'all. We are right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. It is our Black History Month and Freestyle Friday. It's the last weekend before you get in on the Black History Month savings and sale over at African Imports. You can call Opie at 281-875-0056. 281-875-0056. Tell them you heard it on KYOK and the lunch break, and you'll still get your 10% off, but you got to do it this weekend. All right? Black History Month, African imports, big sale still going on. One more day. All right. I got something I'm working on. I'm looking at the phone line. I'm working on it. But I think we found Jack Easterby's burner account on Twitter. I think without a shadow of a doubt, we've got Jack Easterby's burner account on Twitter, and I'm not playing. I'm not kidding. Like, stop the music. I'm for real. I think with everything that was within me, we've got the Jack Easterby burner account, which is crazy because a lot of people don't believe that executives do that. There was an executive for the Philadelphia 76ers that had to step down because he and his wife were using burner accounts to talk bad about players and front office people and all that. And somebody figured it out because they forgot to switch from one account to the other, and they used the wrong person in their comment. And it was like, oh, that's you. And they literally had to step down. So when I tell you this is breaking news, it's like for real breaking news. I believe we found Jack Easterby's burner account, and I'm trying to verify it and validate it like as we speak. So stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Man, where's the views and opinions and all that? I got to get that ready. I got to get that queued up. Because when what we do right now happens, you got to, I need to have a disclaimer. All right, so Russell Wilson, we'll talk about him, and then we'll come back to Deshaun in a minute. Russell Wilson says he does not want to be traded. He doesn't want to be traded from Seattle. But if there is a trade, he will only waive his no trade clause for one of four teams. The four teams are the Dallas Cowboys, the Chicago Bears, the Las Vegas Raiders, and the New Orleans Saints. Baby, I said it yesterday. If Russell Wilson ends up in New Orleans, it's over. It is over. Tom Brady, don't you dare toss that Lombardi trophy again, because you might not get another one. You might finally get beaten by the dude who you should have got beaten by in the Super Bowl when you were in New England. And I am talking about Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, that defense. Oh, and Sean Payton. Over. And I mean that. I'll take a lie detector on that one too. AJ, do you think that the New Orleans Saints will win the Super Bowl if and when they get Russell Wilson? Yup. Sir, just yes or no, please. Yup. Sir, yes. Yup. I'm telling you. I don't know about the other ones. If he ends up in one of those other places. If he ends up in Dallas, that defense is still horrible. That offensive line is still, degrading right before. Hold on. I think it's about to go down. Let me go to the phone line right now. I got my disclaimer ready. Hold on. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
I promise I will not say any inappropriate language on the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and family members, all the way from 97.5 in Houston, from Late Hits, it is Patrick Creighton himself. PC, what it do, baby?
How you doing, brother?
Man, you have had me going. I have literally said I will take a lie detector test. I will play the disclaimer that absolves everyone in ownership, management, and sponsorship here at the station. But I will take a lie detector test that you have found the official burner account of Jack Easterby of the Houston Texans.
Well, I'll tell you what. Either that is Jack Easterby's burner account or somebody who pathetically has absolutely no life and has been able to dive in and, like, play the role of Jack Easterby literally 24/7, probably somewhere in their mother's basement. It's got to be one or the other.
No, Pat, I appreciate your benevolence in trying to leave the door open that it could be someone other than Jack. But remember the front office executive for the Philadelphia 76ers that he and his wife, he and his wife were using burner accounts and had to step down because they forgot to switch over and got caught.
Not bad. You see what happened? What happened was I tried to hit this button here, but Siri didn't let me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Pat Creighton joining us from 97.5 here in Houston, host of Late Hits. And Pat, okay, so here we go. I got it. And I said Pat Creighton came with the receipts. So it said, do not call me Jack again. And you said, or what, Jack? And instead of him saying, my name's not Jack Easterby, he says, it's a privilege, not a right, to have the audience that you have, especially in a city that loves NFL football the way the city of Houston does. No reasonable fan, which stands for fanatic, would respond that way.
I said either it's Jack or it is the most elaborate troll ruse of all internet time. And probabilities that somebody could actually go through that. Now, we did have that in the past. We had somebody who did a fake Bill O'Brien burner account, did it very, very well. But this is, as you continue to read through the messages, it would be really, really tough for somebody to be able to get into character that well. I mean, this is like, Golden Globes level performance.
That's what I'm talking about, because you hit him hard. You said, use your real account and stop being a loser. How does it feel to have the entire city hate you, Jack? And instead of him coming out as a fan, he says, when the truth is on your side, you do not have to worry about the numbers against you. The only thing left to do is to show the truth to others. Who answers like that?
Jack Easterby.
All right, let me go a little further.
Like a bag of Swedish fish with him.
Yeah. Let me go a little further.
One fish, two fish.
You said you are a disgrace and a coward. Use your real account and act like a man for once. And here was his answer. Ask yourself, what is it that causes fans disgust? When did it start? Who is trying to manipulate the situation? I can tell you that there is not a single member of the Texans organization that is not trying to do what's best for the Texans. PC.
That maybe Cal and Jack, they might not necessarily be doing what's best for the Texans.
I can't even give Nick Caserio credit for this one. This has got to be Mr. Evangelical himself, Reverend Jack Easterby.
Now, the thing is, the Twitter account itself makes reference to Nick Caserio.
Yeah, I know. Somebody pointed that out.
And the account, of course, was just opened last month.
Right.
How convenient.
Right.
But the tone and the way things are being written, and you look at like how far back the posts go.
Yep.
This isn't Nick Caserio. I don't think it's Nick Caserio. I think it's Jack Easterby. And like I said, if it's not Jack Easterby, somebody has done a masterful job of pretending to be Jack Easterby. But it's like I said, it's either an extremely well played role or Jack came a little unhinged.
Man, I tell you, I'm in the Jack Easterby camp. Okay, this is the tweet that made me angry though. If you did not like the player, how would you feel about a player ignoring a general manager, not taking responsibility for the situation, and parading around the country in fancy cars instead of working to improve the situation? Not a good look to me. I ain't like that because that's not a fair characterization of Deshaun Watson.
No, and my understanding is Deshaun does the car thing. It's like it's a charitable thing.
Right, exactly.
So, it just seemed like, I'm going to take some pot shots at the player because, what else am I going to do? We can take pot shots at players.
I'm going to tell you, I followed Deshaun Watson from Gainesville High School in Georgia, all the way through Clemson, all the way to here in Texas. And nothing in that young man's life is flashy. Nothing.
And he's always been a team guy.
Yep.
Every level, every regime, he's always been a team guy. And people always say, well, he signed the contract, he should have to shut up and play. Well, teams sign contracts all the time. And if they want to get out of them, they get out of them. And there are no penalties.
None.
Just rip it up and it's over.
Yep.
But for whatever reason, people always side with the billionaire who doesn't actually do anything for them versus the millionaire who's out there putting their body on the line for their personal entertainment.
Right.
However, let's like I said, let's peel this back here a little bit. You get into Deshaun, and what has happened since Deshaun signed the contract? He knew they were a bunch of idiots.
Right.
Okay, well, let's think about since Deshaun Watson signed that contract. Bill O'Brien was fired as both head coach and general manager.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Easterby was installed as general manager. Jack Easterby sowed massive amounts of division and mistrust within the locker room. Deshaun Watson was elected by his teammates to bring concerns regarding Jack Easterby and the direction of the franchise to ownership. Deshaun brought those concerns to ownership. Ownership promised Deshaun that he would be a part of the GM search. Cal McNair made public statements stating that Jack Easterby would not be a part of the GM search and would have no part in the GM process, that Jack Easterby's role was administrative, he was not a football operations guy, and that Jack knew what his role was. Cal McNair dissolved the general manager search committee, threw all the information out the window right after the season when Jack basically called Cal and said, let's just hire my buddy Nick Caserio. Nick Caserio was not put into the GM search committee. He was not re-vetted by the new people in the search committee. He was not re-vetted by Korn Ferry. They got on a plane. Jack and Cal got on a plane, went to see Nick, and they hired him. That was it. They took everything else and threw it out the window.
Yep.
Jamie Roots, the right hand of Bob McNair for 20 years.
Yep.
Resigned. Not resigned and, as president of the organization, here's a 60-day notice so that you can find a new team president. When you are really high up in the corporate ladder, you don't give 2 weeks notice. You give 2 months notice.
Right.
Okay. He resigned effective immediately. He resigned. Here's my resignation. Peace. The team did not interview the two of the head coaching candidates that Deshaun had asked for, in Robert Saleh and in Eric Bieniemy. After hiring Nick Caserio, they then made basically a bogus token interview for Eric Bieniemy. The team hires a coach that was on nobody's freaking coaching list.
None.
Ever.
Good guy, but none. You're right.
Has never been a coordinator at any level. It was not on anybody's head coaching list at all. And just go through all of these things have happened since Deshaun signed the contract.
Right.
The team has not hunkered down, circled the wagons, and then gotten themselves on solid footing. The team has hunkered down, lit all the wagons on fire, and shot itself in the foot. And then said, what about the knee? This is what they're doing, and the owner doesn't seem to understand there is a problem with what he's doing.
Right.
He's already been informed. The team knows Jack Easterby is a snake, and he's divisive, and they don't like him. They don't like his tactics.
Right.
And Cal said, I don't care. He's already been informed. Hey, look, we have a whole GM search committee. You said Jack wasn't going to be a part of it. Then not only did you let Jack be the part of it, he was the only part of it. And Cal's response is, I don't care. You hired a guy who's got no chance of being a successful head coach in the league. I don't care. All of these things are more important than your franchise quarterback and the team that you put on the field.
Yep.
J.J. Watt said, I want out.
Yep.
And it wasn't like he said, I want out, and then they released him, because he said, I want out weeks before.
Yep.
James Palmer reported that.
Yep.
He said he wanted out weeks before. JJ, as we learned during last season, JJ wanted to be traded at the deadline.
Yep.
But the Texans were afraid to make any moves because they were still gun shy from the absolute public beating they took in the DeAndre Hopkins trade. And Jack used to be as acting general manager with zero experience and no football operations experience, as Cal so duly noted later on, probably wasn't the guy to make that type of trade. So they just sat on their hands when they could have improved their team and gotten draft picks and put themselves in a better situation. Deshaun asked for a trade weeks ago. At this point, it's more than a month. And the Texans have continued to operate head in the sand. Oh, we're not going to trade the player.
Right.
Remember that Nick Casario's contract, the player.
Right.
They wouldn't even give his name. This is how long it's been going on.
Pat, stay right there. I got to take a quick break. I'll do that next. We're going to come back with Pat Creighton, ESPN 97.5, right here on the lunch break.
40 AM and 92.3 FM, the legendary KYOK.
Now, in-home or in-office do-it-yourself COVID-19 testing is available to you, and the results are 99% accurate. Save your time and be safe by avoiding the lines and crowds. You can test yourself and your family members at home. Test your employees at work, making sure your workplace is safe. Simply call Citation Bioscience at the number we're about to give you to order your COVID-19 testing kits. When they arrive, follow the simple instructions and send them back to us with our prepaid shipping. Results are ready the next day in 95% of the cases. And remember, they are 99% accurate and reimbursable by your insurance company. Save your time, stay safe, and avoid the crowds. Order your COVID-19 kits now by calling this number now. Pricing starts at $119 and discounts are available for larger orders. Call now. 800-247-8046. 800-247-8046. That's 800-247-8046.
Do you watch television? Of course you do. Then have you tried Dish TV from All American Dish yet? No? Well, now is a great time because we're giving everyone that calls today a 2-year locked-in price. Your rate will not change for 2 years. The clock is ticking. Call now, get Dish, and get your price locked in for 2 years and save yourself some money. Dish has your favorite TV programs, even Netflix and Amazon Prime built into the DVR. You can even watch Dish anywhere you have an internet connection. Plus, we've even got awesome discounts for the military and seniors. Oh, and one more thing. Call All American Dish now and we'll even give you a free Google TV voice remote, free installation, and free equipment. Don't wait. Call All American Dish now.
800-296-1302. 800-296-1302. 800-296-1302. That's 800-296-1302.
Hey, what's up? This your boy James Fortune, and you are listening to The Lunch Break. Keep it locked.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. It's Freestyle Friday, and I got the man breaking all the receipts. Patrick Creighton, 97.5, late hits here on the lunch break. Pat, man, I appreciate you, bro. You are dropping it like it needs to be dropped, man. Folks didn't have this kind of timeline, and you were putting it in order, and now maybe more people will understand why Deshaun is like, yo, nothing against you, David Culley. I'm done here in Houston. I don't want to be here. I want out.
And I think that was basically a courtesy meeting with Deshaun for David Culley, because I don't think Deshaun has any problem with David Culley per se. And, you know, Culley, I think, was part of the coaching staff for bowl game with Deshaun. So I don't think he's got any issue with him. I think it was a courtesy meeting to let him know he doesn't want to be a Houston Texan anymore, and probably explained why he didn't want to be a Houston Texan anymore. It all has to do with Cal McNair and Jack used to be. I mean, Jamie Roots was the president of the organization for over 2 decades. He was Bob McNair's right hand for 20 years. And the GM search and the way that that was done ultimately was the straw that broke his back. He's been with the organization since before they played their first game. And Cal has known Jamie for over 20 years. Jamie Roots was on every station in the city doing his book tour a few months ago, and he could not give enough superlatives for Bob McNair, you know, his mentor, the man who brought him into the league, brought him into the team, basically taught him the whole business, father figure, everything, you name it. Jamie Roots threw the superlative at Bob McNair, and he basically went to Cal and said, dude, I'm out of here. This is how bad it is in the Houston Texans organization. And anybody who does not subscribe to worshiping at the altar of Jack Easterby and carry around his personal Bible is fired. They just fired 3 more people the other day. Everybody who's not loyal to Jack is getting the boot. There's a lot of really good people who are no longer employed by the Texans, and they're getting picked up around the league pretty quickly, in case you haven't noticed.
Yep.
So, this is what the Texans have become. They've become the cult of Jack Easterby. And that's never going to be a winning formula. The owner doesn't think this is a problem because, well, Jack's his buddy, and they hold hands, and they pray, and they ask God to tell them what to do to make the right decisions. Now, look, I am certainly not going to besmirch the good Lord who has given us everything that we could ever ask for. I don't think God ever ran a football team. And when you're trying to figure out how to run your football team, you might want to use the gifts that God has given you.
Come on.
Brain.
Yep.
Like research.
Yep.
Like scouting reports.
Yep.
You know, it's like the old guy who, the old joke about the guy who's in a boat, the boat sinks, and he's sitting there floating in the ocean, and, the little tugboat drives by, and like, hey, you need some help? He says, no, I prayed to God. God is going to save me. So leaves, and then, a yacht comes up, goes, hey, you need some help? Nope. God is going to save me. Nothing to worry about here. And then the Coast Guard comes by and says, hey, you need some help? No. God is going to save me. And he dies. And he goes to heaven. God, that's what you were going to save me. He's like, I sent you a tugboat.
Yeah.
I sent you a yacht.
Yep.
I sent you the Coast Guard.
Yep.
What more do you want?
Pat Creighton, 97.5 late hits right here on the show, man. I got to tell you, and then Pat, what throws me off is given what they just experienced with Bill O'Brien and saw how that, unilateral power, dominance, control did not work. Why would Cal jump out of that frying pan into this fire?
I think the correct answer to this, now I think, this is not a scientifically proven answer, but I think the correct answer to this is the desk that you're sitting at, that piece of wood, has a higher IQ than Cal McNair.
See, you know what? And I've been trying to reconcile this in my mind. We all thought that Cal was going to be the better version of his dad. We all thought that Cal was going to be different. And the truth of the matter is Cal might be worse. Cal might be worse. And I don't know if it's dumb or just bad, like evil, I don't know.
I don't know the answer. I can only tell you what we've seen. What we've seen so far is that when Cal speaks publicly, he seems to have trouble reading from prepared statements.
Gotcha.
He seems to have trouble speaking clearly,
Yeah.
not stumbling over simple words.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe he's got to wipe his mouth like before and after. I really don't know. But every time he speaks, he comes across like a total dummy.
Yeah.
And now, look, you don't have to be a genius to inherit billions of dollars.
Yeah. Yep.
You're just a part of the lucky boys club. I'm a lucky boy. My dad was rich, and that's kind of what we have here with Cal. There is no logical explanation for how he can continually make bad decision after bad decision. If we just go through the timeline, it's like, okay, he made a really bad decision. This is the worst decision he could possibly make. Worst decision? Hold on, mixed drink.
Right.
While I go and show you a little something else.
Right.
And then he just keeps one upping you. Oh, you think that was bad? Watch this.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, do you remember when we were kids?
Uh-huh.
The adventure books where you start reading through, and then at the end of like the 6 pages, it would say, you have to make a choice. And if you choose choice A, you turn to like page 86. And if you choose choice B, you turn to page 143.
Yep.
And if you make the right choice, you continue to read the book for like another 6 pages and then make another choice. And if you make the wrong choice, you're dead.
Yep.
The Texans make the wrong choice. They continually make the wrong choice. They are proud of the fact they make the wrong choice, and they brag about it in front of the media.
Which is crazy. That being said, is Deshaun Watson under center first Sunday in September 2021?
Not a chance.
I agree with you.
And if he's not on another team before the draft, they have absolutely screwed this thing 6 ways to Sunday.
Yeah. Pat, tell everybody where they can find you and follow you on the great show, Late Hits.
All right, well, Late Hits airs on ESPN 97.5, 7 to 9 p.m. during the week. And you can also follow me on Twitter at pcreighton1.
And he is a phenomenal follow, trust me. Pat, I appreciate you doing this more than you know. Our next sushi get-together is on me.
Hey, Mr. Jones and me telling each other fairy tales.
Appreciate you, man. You stay safe out there, Pat.
Take care, brother.
All right, man. Let me tell you, you got it straight from Pat Creighton, 97.5 Late Hits. I am telling you on everything I love, that's Jack Easterby's burner account. And there is no way in the world the Texans can make this any worse except by trying to force Deshaun to live out a contract along with a team that he doesn't want to be a part of. That's the only way they can make this worse. If they trade him to the Jets, they're going to get something back from him. Can't be worse. If they trade him to San Francisco, they're going to get something back. Can't be worse. If they trade him to Miami, they can get back some of those picks that Bill O'Brien gave away just to get Laramie Tunsil. So that can't be worse. But forcing him to stay and play where he doesn't want to play, if I'm Deshaun, I do a little bit of the beast mode. I'm just here so I don't get fined. And I do a little bit of the hey, you play to win the game, but only I'll be playing to win my game and not playing to win their game. Herm Edwards. If I'm Deshaun, I play the game, but I play it my way. My shoulder. I tweaked something. I'll give it a go. You want me to try? I'll try. Oh, there went the elbow. My elbow, I can't do this when I do my elbow. I'll be out there every week. Oh, wow, that big toe of mine. Yep. You play to win the game. I'm just here so I don't get fined. So I'm just telling you, this can be done. We can do it the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. I got to get ready to go. It's hard for me to say. I got to get ready to go. Donnie McClurkin up next with the Donnie McClurkin Show. Sybil Wilkes about to give us her COVID-19 update. And over the weekend, you got Larry Scott, Denise Scott, Dr. Wallace. You got Natasha Marie, the Not So Christian in Me Show. Gospel tracks this weekend. All of that right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK. Y'all be safe. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it except wear your mask, wash your hands, give people their 6 feet. And when you see that racism, kill it, not the person, the racism. Y'all be blessed.
You need to know today. President Biden will travel to Texas today in the wake of last week's weather-related collapse. The Houston trip will mark his first disaster tour as president. Mr. Biden has said he doesn't want to get in the way, but rather bring empathy and reassurance of help for all Texans. Power companies were called before state lawmakers for answers Thursday. Texans are looking at Republicans in control who chose to ignore warnings from federal regulators 10 years ago. New data from tax preparation service H&R Block reveals that Black-owned firms are taking the biggest financial hit during this economic downturn. Their survey of almost 3,000 small businesses found that since the pandemic began, 53% of Black business owners saw their incomes drop by half. Establishing an online presence was also a big challenge for Black business owners who were more likely to have customers make late payments, the survey said. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
right, y'all. Sorry about all the interruptions today with the fire drill and all that kind of stuff. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. But anyway, a lot of fun. Cindy Brown, thanks for everything today. Desiree, Keith Hennig, all of y'all. Love y'all to life, and I mean that. Again, not this, definitely this. Y'all be safe out there. We'll talk to you again on Monday. Lord say the same.